Game 1 of the NBA Finals just wrapped up, and boy was it a doozy. Let's talk about it. So Game 1 just wrapped up, and listen, it did not disappoint. It came down to the wire. They ended up winning by 10 points, but up until the last 2 minutes, it was pretty close. It was a pretty close game. I want to talk about things by team. So we'll talk about the Spurs first, and then I think that's how I'll do these post-game videos. I'll talk about the losers first, and then I'll talk about the winners after. I think that's a little bit better of an order instead of jumping back and forth. So the first thing I want to talk about is Victor Wembanyama having a rough night. Tonight, it really showed that like his bag is limited as a player. He shot 6 for 21, had 26 points, finished with 12 rebounds and 2 assists. I saw a graphic when I was watching the game tonight that said that Wemby had 2 rebounds in the first half. That is kind of crazy. That means he got 10 rebounds in the second half. Wemby has to be better about making his shots. He had a lot of really good shots like at the rim, and like the ball was basically in, but it was rolling out. Like there's nothing you can do about that. It just comes down to like slight luck and a slight attrition. He could have been tired, like I was saying like one of my previous videos, that playing a game 7 against the Oklahoma City Thunder isn't any small task. So it could have been that like, you know, he was still tired off of that. But you can see that like my man was struggling tonight. Cat caught him off the bounce a couple times, and he couldn't. It's like he was slow to move his feet. And then like 6 for 21, like having 26 points, shooting 6 for 21 isn't great. I expect him to be better in game 2. I hope he'll be better in game 2, because the next person I'm about to talk about is De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron Fox is getting paid, again, $30 million. I'm beating this like I'm beating the dead horse, man. But like De'Aaron Fox is getting paid $30 million. And showing up with 7 points, 5 assists, and 1 steal with 4 rebounds, having 3 turnovers, and shooting 3 for 13, 0 for 4 from 3. Come on, bro. Like, you have to tighten up. There's no option. Like, if they don't win, if you don't score, if you don't contribute in the box score, they're not going to win. Devin Vassell and Castle were having a hard time shooting this past game, but like De'Aaron Fox doesn't have an excuse. Yeah, like he came off an injury, like, but you played a whole series. He needs to tighten up. There's no other option. He has to put the ball in the hole. He was trying it, obviously, from shooting 13 shots, but he has to be better. There's no other option than he has to be better. He has to be better. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to keep talking about this. He needs to just show up. Hopefully in game 2 he shows up. I think he will. He has to. There's no choice. He has no choice. Then the last spur I want to talk about was Champagnie. This man, Champagnie, was shooting the lights out. My man shot 5 for 10. 50% from 3 is great. 5 for 10 doesn't sound great, but shooting 50% from 3 that's 2K numbers. That's astounding. That is great. He has 16 points. Again, doing great. Man has 16 points and 10 rebounds. He had a double-double. 5 threes. And on top of that, he was going back and forth, bickering back and forth with the Knicks players. At one point, he was bickering back and forth with Landry Shamet. Then Shamet would come down and hit a 3. Then he would come down and hit a 3. Then Shamet would come back down and try to hit a 3. Then next thing you know, Alvarado would come hit a 3. Alvarado was talking junk to him. Champagnie would come back down, hit a 3, talk jump back. I love that type of basketball, man. I love when they can be competitive. I love when the refs don't try to like make a name for themselves. It was a great back and forth between them two, man. And then besides Wemby playing really bad, the Spurs actually stayed in it. They had the lead pretty much the entire game up until the fourth quarter. They were in it the entire game. Imagine if Wemby shot the ball a little bit better, they would have blew the Knicks out without question. Because now I want to talk about Jalen Brunson and the Knicks. Jalen Brunson played through, I want to say like 3 injuries. I know for a fact 2. There has to be a third one in there. He hyperextended his knee, and he definitely rolled his ankle because Luke Cornett stepped on it. Played through 3 injuries, 2 injuries, guaranteed, 2 injuries, and still balled out. He finished the game with 30 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. He was 12 for 31. Granted, not the best shooting performance because having 30 points and shooting 31 shots isn't great. But he didn't let that deter him. He came down clutch. Down the stretch, my man was making clutch basket after clutch basket. You can't ask for any more from Big Body Brunson. Man was taking them hits like I said in my prior video. He's gonna take hits. He's not gonna flop. He's gonna take the contact. He's gonna use that to his advantage, and he's gonna put up a shot. He balled out and was the heart and soul. No, I wouldn't even say the heart and soul. He was the leader of this team. The heart and soul of this team was Josh Hart. Josh Hart was doing all the little things. He was grabbing offensive rebounds. He was tipping balls to keep possessions alive. The man was in the passing lane, stealing the ball. He finished, terrible shooting night for him. He finished with 3 points, 15 rebounds, 6 assists, 4 steals. He was 1 for 5 from the field and 0 for 3 from 3. Man had 1 free throw, he made it. My last video, I was saying that Wemby was gonna guard him. He was probably gonna leave him open. And if you had any choice for any of the starting 5 Knicks players to shoot a 3, it's going to be Josh Hart because he hasn't been the most consistent as far as shooting or scoring in general. And listen, my man, what he doesn't do in the offensive category, as far as putting the ball in the basket, he does all the little things. My man's in the passing lane, he's stealing the ball, he's passing the ball. He's the on both teams, he has the high in assists. On both teams, he has the high in assists and rebounds, which is crazy because Victor Wembanyama is 7'4", and Josh Hart 6'5". That, again, like I said earlier, X Factor. He's the X Factor for this Knicks team. And now I want to talk about Cat. My man Cat made Victor Wembanyama play defense. Like, not no help defense. He made him play on-ball defense. He took him off the bounce to the cup, couple layups, couple dunks. Man was shooting the ball pretty well. He finished the game with 18 points. He shot 18 points, 12 rebounds, 4 assists. He shot 7 for 15. Again, wasn't the best. He shot 0 for 2 from 3, but the mid-range was there. The aggression as far as like taking Victor Wembanyama and anybody else off the dribble. He didn't let Victor being 7'4" deter him. He didn't shy away from the moment. But Jalen Brunson left to go to the locker room to get his knee and ankle situated. And the only reason that the Knicks didn't get swept under the rug or get in a huge deficit was because of Cat and OG Anunoby. They were the X factors, or they were a huge factor in keeping the Knicks afloat while their star was off of the floor, while their leader was off of the floor. OG had 17 points with 3 rebounds. He also shot 5 for 12. It wasn't the best. 3 for 6 from 3 and 4 free throws. Listen, man, I still have the Knicks in 6. They stole one. I wouldn't even say they stole one. They earned this win in San Antonio. Again, I think it ends in 6 games, but listen, it's gonna be a crazy series. I can't wait for the rest. So that's all I have for today. Until next time, see ya.